unnecessary vlog.
Penelope is gracing us with her presence today.
Do you want to say hi, Penelope? Oh, say hi, Penelope. Oh my goodness. Say hi, Penelope. Say hi. Yeah?
You're so precious. Today, we are going to talk about stuttering.
Did I stutter?
Well, holding Penelope was short-lived, per usual. She's like a dog on crack, speed, and caffeine. Like she's jittery. She just doesn't want to sit still. She paces. She's always got to be doing something. She can't just sit and be calm. So now I've got my little potato here.
Say hi, little potato. I'm just a little potato. Look at me.
For the love of baby Jesus, please subscribe to my channel.
So, like I said, we're going to be discussing stuttering, and it might surprise you guys to know that I stutter. I've struggled with stuttering my whole life. It was so bad when I was little. It's gotten better now, though, as I've gotten older. But I wanted to go ahead, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure the majority of you do, but stuttering is a speech disorder characterized by repetition of sounds, syllables, or words. Stuttering also may include tense and nervous feelings about talking. Stuttering is also called stammering. And it's definitely, I had to go through so much speech therapy when I was younger to be able to just have a conversation with anyone. It was mainly the TH sound and j, like in Jamie. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I could not use the SQ sound whatsoever. Could not pronunciate it. They couldn't do it at all. It was just a swirl. Like I could not. I don't know, the S and the Q together could not do it. But then I also had what's called blocks, and I don't know if some people that have stuttering know what you know what I'm talking about. It's where you literally get so tense and you want to say something, but you physically can't. There feels like there's something squeezing your throat or blocking it to where you literally cannot say words from your mouth. It's like a sound that just comes out instead of words. Yeah, exactly, just like that. She got a little stuffy, a little bit of a cold. She's on some medicine. Yeah, but you okay? You okay? So, like I said, I went to therapy for that for a long time, all through elementary school, basically. And it got better over time, but it still like happens. And some days is better than other days. And I really think it had, like, anxiety plays an effect on which days are worse or better. If I go through, I have a real problem with thank you. When I am on the phone, at the end of a conversation with somebody, and at the end, I want to say, like, thank you for helping me, or whatever, whatever it was. A lot of times, like, I know it's coming, and it almost gives me anxiety thinking about it. And then it's usually like, thank you. Or at a drive-through, it happened. Sometimes they'll say, is that it? Is that all you need on your order? And I'll be like, so it still happens. But, and I laugh about it, but it's like, there's been so many times where I've cried because I have been so embarrassed. There was a time, I believe it was last year, where I had a really bad episode inside of a small store that was crowded. One of the people working there asked me something, and I was caught off guard, but like I wasn't expecting to answer that particular question. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't nothing like serious or anything, but I think it had something to do with like, oh, are you wanting these ones over here or these ones over here? It's something to do with getting something out of a case or something that was under lock and key. And I completely just I couldn't talk. I was just like, but just every word was just awful. And the whole store was looking at me. And the lady was, I mean, it's not her, but the lady was even like slowing down her speech because she thought that there was something like mentally wrong with me. And, one might argue that there is something mentally wrong with me, but it's like when you're a child with a speech impediment or a speech disorder of some kind, it's cute and adorable and everyone loves it. But when you're an adult, somebody that is approaching her 40s, it's not so cute anymore. It looks like I have some sort of just like a serious disorder, like I'm on something, or it's terrible when I go somewhere and I need to tell them my name. Oh my gosh, Jamie, because it starts with a J. Thank you, Mom. But have no fear. I will tell you some things that have helped me. If you hear any weird noises, I've got dogs. There's dogs and cats running around. They're licking their butts. There's stuff going on here. So just keep that in mind.
Welcome to Animal Control. Let me show you around. Those are some chairs. That's a cat or possum.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program.
And you're probably wondering, like, well, how are you able to keep on such a conversation on YouTube and be able to talk like without any problems on YouTube or any type of videos that I make? That is because I am alone in my room. Hey, would you stop chewing on that? Alone in my room. No one's here but me. I can edit my videos. I can do so, like, even that in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, so if something happens, I can edit it. It's not like real life, like happening right then. So that helps, I think. Well, I don't think, I know that helps a lot, because when you're out actually having a conversation with somebody. Now, when it's with my family, do I still stutter? Yes, but I don't have any anxiety about it. I just kind of go with the flow of it, however it's handling that day, which some days fine, some days not. But I feel like when I'm with people I don't know, having on conversations, it's that's where it can be like really challenging, because that's where my anxiety really goes up. So, and also, did you know that actually a lot of not like a ton, but there are several actors and actresses that actually have stuttering issues and speech impediment issues, but you can't tell that on the screen. And again, I think it's because it's not like real life in the moment. They can edit, they can pause the video, you can manipulate the video however you want it to be. You can't do that with a real life person sitting there, having a conversation with them in real life, So one thing that has helped me, if you're struggling with stuttering, one thing that does help, if I implement it, see, that's the thing. I know what helps me, but sometimes I get so stressed that I do not implement it myself. And so, but if I did it, it would every time, then I probably wouldn't have hardly any stuttering issues at all. One of those things is obviously breathing. And I'm preaching to the choir here. Like, I have to always remind myself when somebody asks me something, and you can feel it. You can feel when it's coming inside you. And when somebody asks you something, you have to you don't have to answer right away. You don't have to like, because that's what I want to do. I want to answer their question as quickly as possible. But no, you don't have to do that. If they ask you a question like how is your day today? My day is doing really good, thank you. Like that. Take a beat. Find your center. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Very calmly. Not like, but very calmly. Very calm. And then answer at your own pace. Answer as slow as you need to answer the question. And that other person will just have to deal with how long it takes you to answer the question. But that helps so much. And I need to also remember that myself a lot of the times. The second thing I found out that helps me, that I didn't really get taught by anybody, but it helps a lot. If you struggle with certain phrases, like let's say your name or thank you or whatever it may be, when somebody asks you something, go backwards. Re-say the question, like out loud. Like, for instance, if somebody asks you, what is your name? Instead of just saying Jamie or trying to get out, Jamie, instead of doing that, what is your name? I would say, my name is Jamie. It kind of, because there's some words that I don't have a problem with. And my is one of them. So I can say my, and that kind of helps me step up to that one word that I do struggle with. Or, just for instance, let's say, how are you doing today? You could say, how am I doing today? I feel like I'm doing pretty good, thank you. You see what I'm saying? Like, just kind of, resell it. Or they ask you what your favorite color is. What is my favorite color? Or, you know what, I think my favorite color might be blah, blah, blah. Instead of just blurting out what it is that you're struggling to say. So backtracking and putting more words into the word that I'm struggling with helps me a lot. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm saying it the right way. Or like on the phone. If somebody's, if I know it's coming to the end of the conversation, I have trouble just saying thank you. So if I take the time to implement my own, suggestions, then I will say something like, do you know what? I really appreciate you helping me today. Thank you. So now, is that much longer than just saying thank you? Yes, but it helps me with little words to get up to those bigger words that I struggle with. So yeah, and and I wanted to make this video to let people know out there that you're not alone. Like, and sometimes stuttering can suck and it's embarrassing, and sometimes you get made fun of, and and that sucks. But just know that you're not alone in this. I remember when I found out, because I had no idea that actors and actresses had issues like this, and when I found out that one of my favorite shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Xander off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, struggled with stuttering his whole life, I felt like, wow, like I didn't know there were other people out there like this, and I just felt like so much better knowing that there were others out there, because sometimes people can be mean. So for those of you who do not struggle with stuttering, please just be patient with the ones that do, because we are trying our hardest, and it's frustrating for us just as much as it's frustrating for you. So just try to be patient. And for those of you who are struggling with stuttering, I got your back. We're in this together. I'll see you guys next time.